人の暮らしの中で、その人に対してアシストしてあげるようなロボットになればいいかなっていうところで、考えてますね。やっぱ一家に一台なりそういうロボットだと思います。やっぱり家庭の中で高齢者社会もありますしね、お手伝いができるようなロボットだと思うんですね。何々をやってくださいって言ったらはい分かりましたっていうロボットは、そこはもうできると思っていて、状況に合わせてその人の意図を推定してあげて自ら行動が決められていくことが重要かなと。
この骨盤のところでぐーっと前に行くイメージっていうのは警備とかには向いてると思うんですけど、
確かにこれだったら本当に体重移動だけで乗れるんですけど、本当に誰でも乗れますよってね。
ユニガブがこれからどんなところで活用できるのか、活躍の場所は現代です。皆さんはどんな時にユニガブが必要だと思われますか？
来るべき高齢化社会に対して、どう備えていくのかなみたいな話が、日本全国話がされるようになっていて、そこもうまく結びつけることができないかなっていうことで、ブレインストーミング的なワイガヤを始めて、その中から、人の歩行を助けることが非常に有意義ではないかという話になって、開発が始まったような次第ですね。人が自立した生活を続けるために必要なことっていうのはやっぱり一番は歩くことができるっていうことがやっぱり重要なんだろうなっていうことから、歩行に着目して、ロボットを歩かせるっていう技術、そういったところもホンダは持ってましたので、そこをうまく結びつけて開発が始まったような感じですね。
最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。
Digital pianos and keyboards have existed for many, many years, but technological limitations meant they often struggled to reproduce the sounds of the real instrument.
The founder of the audio software company Synthogy, Joe Irardi, explains the difficulties of creating a digital piano which sounds like its analog counterpart.
This is the main page of Ivory, and we have a host of features here where you can simply select the kinds of pianos that you want. You have the ability to hear the pedal noise, so we can turn pedal noises off or on. But the sound quality is another level beyond conventional digital keyboards because we take advantage of the faster processor speed and the larger amounts of memory and larger sample sizes and all that sort of thing. I had worked for a hardware synthesizer manufacturer for almost 20 years. So I made these digital keyboards and digital pianos, as did my partner in crime, George Taylor, software guy. So we had made these instruments for years, but we were constrained by the limitations that the instruments had for memory. You really didn't have a lot of memory. One instrument I did for them, which was very successful, had a 1 megabyte piano. So now our latest piano is 49 gigabytes. It basically goes like this. Play a note. And let it decay to silence. And there's no talking, like I'm doing now. There's no moving. There's no breathing. It's about as tedious and boring as it looks, because you have to do this multiple times, like I said, for every key, at every conceivable velocity level, at the softest thing you can play to the loudest. Other musicians, they think I must be crazy. I mean, they think it must be torture, and they're right. It is torture. Well, some people think it might be interesting. Some people think, I'd like to go to sampling session sometime, and usually an hour later they want to leave. I'm willing to say maybe we can never quite completely replicate the experience of sitting behind the physical instrument, but this physical instrument will never be able to do what Ivory can do, which is to give you 9 different pianos at your fingertips. I think the big knock on a lot of digital instruments has been that they have no soul, that they have that there's this barrier that they can't create, and I think we are our most successful if people feel that way, like, hey, what are they doing here? Did they stole the soul of this instrument? I mean, I would take that as a compliment.
A U.S. company is working on manufacturing a small, affordable 3D printer for desktop applications.
The M3D's cube-shaped printer, named Micro, should be made available to the plant's financial supporters and can be in the market as early as July 2014.
The device measures about 19 centimeters long in each direction and can create objects up to about 11 centimeters wide and tall.
It connects to a computer with a USB cable and uses software that can run on Windows, OS X, and Linux.
First time people see a 3D printer in motion, it's captivating. People are mesmerized by it, and everybody wants to get involved. 3D printer is kind of like magic. One minute you have this box on your desk, and the next minute you see an object appearing out of thin air. At M3D, we knew at some point in the future these tools would be a part of everyone's lives. So we asked, why not now? But there hasn't been a truly affordable consumer printer that's easy to use. You just plug it in, hit print until now. And that's why we made the Micro 3D printer.
We started with a seamless design, and we looked at all the existing 3D printers, and we took everything that we liked and redesigned everything else. We knew that in order for them to really live up to their potential, that they had to be affordable and completely effortless to use. And several months later, we'd done it.
In addition to reducing the size and the weight of the box, we also reduced the power consumption by about a factor of 10 compared to professional 3D printers.
By making it more power efficient, you basically reduce your costs of every component. It becomes lighter, the electronics become more affordable, everything drops. We use auto leveling and auto calibration so that you're never messing with the printer. We decided we had to provide software that just makes it really easy, so we have a library of existing parts and select what you want, just hit print.
People can use other sources for their filaments, or they can use ours, and it goes both ways. Other people with different printers can buy our filaments as well. The Micro 3D printer is for everyone, and we designed it to be perfect for beginner users, but also for expert users. Of course, they're already very useful today. You can use it for things like replacing a shower hook, or building real prototypes, or even functional parts, replacements for things around your house, for example. And that's just scratching the surface of what 3D printers are capable of. We want, a printer in every single house, but in order to get there, we're going to need the Kickstarter funds to make the molds. A lot of people are going to get a printer as their reward, but what they're really doing is they're helping us get started, and they're creating a new brand with us. We need a 3D printer like the Micro, something that's ultra affordable, to get lots of printers out there so people can nurture the technology and figure out where it's going to go.
We knew it was coming. Somebody was going to do it. The question was who and how.
A project like this started out with 1 or 2 people, and I'm just floored by the amount of support we've gotten. So we have a lot of people to thank. We really strive to be innovative in everything that we do, and I think people already see that. We're really looking to raise hell in the industry.
Chromium Super Savers.